Quite the journey over here. Thank you, Andrew.
Speak up! Speak up!
I will speak up. Do we turn the volume up?
No, just speak with the ball.
I'll have to find them. Rosalie's the only person who approved this message, so I gotta go to my text messages with her to find this speech. Mike farther. Enunciate. Are we good? Are we all on the same page? Well, well, well. How about that ride-in?
Whoa.
I guess that's why they call it Sin City. Haha. No, but for real. Adjusting the volume. You're giving me too much power right now. Dad.
We'll walk in front of the book. Big bulge.
I can't forget how to run.
Big Dig Pat.
Alright, first and foremost, I want to thank the Rowan and the Wood families for putting this together. Your daughter and your son have been literally my best friends since I met the both of them. For those who do not know me yet, God, I gotta get used to this microphone thing. For those who are lucky enough to not know me yet, my name is Pat Steiner, and I have literally seen this relationship since its inception. Brennan's dad gave a great friendly version of how Brennan and Caitlin met. We'll get to the real one later.
That was fake news.
They've literally been two of my closest friends for the better part of a decade. I've known them most of college. I've lived with Brendan for most of college, which also meant I lived with Caitlin. I've seen a lot. In fact, I've seen so much. It was hard for me to write this speech in a family-friendly way. I tried my best, Caitlin. Please do not hit me afterwards. Although federal court has ordered against me giving any sort of relationship advice, I stand before you today to share the 3 R's of love that bound Brennan and Caitlin, and the reason we are celebrating here tonight: risk, reliability, and resilience. Let's start off with risk. First and foremost, it was a huge risk handing me a microphone tonight. Holy shit. Oops, sorry for my French. Quite the questionable decision, but Brennan and Caitlin are only sitting here tonight, or I guess standing now, because of the risk they had to take to be here, to be in this position. Most of you probably don't know the real story of how they met, but truth be told, it was quite the risky proposition. Brennan and Caitlin's story made me reflect on the story of Romeo and Juliet, a tale of 2 young lovers from Verona who had to hide their love from the world around them. Even the speaker knows I shouldn't do this.
Away from your face.
Away from my face. Okay. Am I good now?
Be nice to him.
If you're not familiar with Romeo and Juliet, it's a story of 2 young lovers from Verona who had to hide their love from the world around them. Most people would not choose to be in the same position as Juliet, but one morning, Caitlin woke up and chose violence and decided to date her roommate's ex-boyfriend. Do not worry, everyone. I got Caitlin's permission to tell this story. I had gas from audience written in that. During the first several months of this relationship, Caitlin and Brendan went through extraordinary lengths to hide their love from the town of Oxford, Mississippi, similar to Verona. was quite difficult because Brendan, Clay, and I, we all lived about 5 houses down from Caitlin at the retreat. In the name of love, I have seen this woman park her car uncomfortably far away from the house and walk through the woods to hide her presence, leave our house in disguise, sometime as a man, and scale down the balcony when we had guests over to make sure they didn't know. All of this to hide a budding and beautiful relationship. Not even William Shakespeare should come up with this shit. Romeo and Juliet's story tragically ended when they both succumbed to a vial of poison due to miscommunication. Caitlin and Brendan's ability to hide their relationship also ended due to a miscommunication, which resulted in what we can only hope was a gallon of cat, not human piss, dumped on Caitlin's bed.
Heard that one.
In love,
Whose pee was it?
as in life, taking risks is essential, for it is only by stepping into the unknown that we truly find the depth and potential in our hearts. I ask you all to raise your glasses. Here's to the risks that Caitlin and Brendan took to be here today. To risk.
Yes, Pat! Wait, that's only
There's
one.
3 R words.
That's only one R word.
Kiss.
All right, on to reliability. In the journey of marriage, reliability stands as a cornerstone. It is the unwavering assurance that come rain or shine, your partner will be by your side, steadfast and true. This dependable foundation allows one to flourish, trust to deepen, and the partnership to weather any storm with confidence and grace. Over the years, Brendan and Caitlin have become my most reliable friends, as I have become their tiny, rusty front wheel of their love tricycle. After college, they acted on their unhealthy obsession with me. Jesus.
That way. There you go.
Away from my fit. After college, they acted on their unhealthy relationship with me and decided to follow me to Nashville. Our friendships continue to grow as did their relationship. In the early days of the I can't do this. In the early days of the pandemic, we were all collectively going through it. After a turbulent few months of complete isolation, I found myself in what some doctors call the midst of an MTV. To be frank, I looked like Tom Hanks from Castaway. In my darkest time, I needed a friend, but lucky for me, I had 2. When I probably deserved a lobotomy,
Jesus
Brendan and
fucking
Caitlin
Christ.
gave up their privacy, peace, and quiet and forced me into their home. They took it upon themselves to nurse me back to health like a baby bird with a broken wing. Although they already had a cat and a dog, Rue and Pickles, I was the most feral mammal in that house at the time. I don't remember too much of those days, but I will always remember Caitlin's very stern mom face when she found me half naked downstairs at 5 a.m. eating ice cream cake with my hands. Again. Without Brendan and Caitlin, who knows if I would have ever gotten back on track, the bond of matrimony is not just built on love, but also the understanding, compassion, and the commitment to stand by each other, especially during trying times. Just as they have been a beacon of reliability for me, I am confident Brendan and Caitlin will offer each other that same unwavering support throughout their marriage. I ask you all to raise your glass to reliability.
One more R, right?
Let's go.
Oh, I know.
Yeah, Pat, it's your phone. It's your phone.
Oh, okay. I wish I knew how to read. All right. In the beautiful, now to resilience.
I thought the third
Resilience.
order was.
In
I
the
thought the
beautiful
third order was
tapestry of
gonna be-
marriage, one thread shines particularly bright, weaving strength, unity throughout. Resilience. It's more than just the ability to bounce back from adversities. It's an unspoken promise between two souls to navigate every ebb and flow together. Obviously, Brendan and Caitlin have been through a lot. I have witnessed every fight. Sometimes getting caught in the crosshairs and becoming collateral damage. Most women know how to put their man in a doghouse, but only a strong woman has the ability to make her man sleep in a car and send his best friend with him. In relationships, not all days are filled with sunshine. Just as trees grow roots, just as a tree's roots grow deeper and stronger with each storm it endures, its resilience in a marriage fortifies the bond, reminding us that true love isn't just about basking in the sunny days, but finding warmth together in the coldest nights. I'm wholly convinced that the strength and love that these two share will enable them to weather any storm that life throws their way. When the gust picks up and the shadows cloud the horizon, there is no tree of love that I trust more to be standing when others would falter. I ask you all to raise your glass to resilience. All right, now that we got that sappy shit out of the way.
Your words are weapons.